everyone, Jennifer here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Saturday, and that means it's Touched by an Angel Day. And this week's episode was The Spirit of Liberty Moon. As an employee for a toy company, Tess helps Chinese refugee Jean go back to her country to find her missing daughter, Piao Yu. While in China, Jean speaks out against the lies that institute she and her husband insinuates she and her husband are criminals. Monica protects her until tragedy strikes. Okay, now first off, if I mispronounce the name of the little girl, I apologize. Second off, I would like to state that this is a two-part episode that on the DVD was basically combined into one episode. Okay, so things I liked about this episode. There were actually a lot of things I liked about this episode. Now, this episode draws attention to something that happened in China. I couldn't tell you the exact date, but it was in a place known as, and if I mispronounce it, I apologize, Tiananmen Square, and I don't know all the details behind it. So if anybody does, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Also, for those of you who are interested, you can look it up and learn more about it from your local library or on Wikipedia. Now this is something that happened in China, I believe in the 80s, maybe? Or early 90s. I don't remember. I don't know the exact date. I just know it was in China. And a lot of other shows kind of reference it. So I know something happened. It's just, I don't know what it was. At the time I was a kid. And unfortunately, stuff that happened on the other side of the world at that point in my life, because I was a little kid at that time, didn't really resonate with me. I was more focused on my cartoon shows at the time. But now as an adult, I am learning more about it because it's more relevant. I'm an adult and whatnot. So now again, I don't know too much about this. I don't even really remember catching glimpses of it on the news when I would come down to, say goodnight to my parents or anything, or hear anybody talking about it. I know about it basically from other TV shows from after it happened, basically. So, again, I don't know that much about it, but I do know it was something that happened, and it was something that had to do with the government of China. I'm not 100% sure behind that, so I don't want to get into details in case I'm wrong. But I like that. I liked how it kind of brought that into the forefront of, this is something that not a lot of people know about, and we need to let them know this happened, kind of thing. So I did like that. I also like how in, the first half we're in America, and in the second half we are in China. And we do see what happened to these people that were not able to leave the country and find refuge in America, and what happened to them after that. So it really touches on something that to me is very important. We need to address, even though it was just something that happened in China. It's like we still need to understand this happened and take steps to make sure it doesn't happen anywhere ever again, basically. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. there really wasn't a lot I didn't like about this episode. Even some of the things that bothered me a little bit, it's like, okay. I understand why they did this. I would have changed the ending just a teeny tiny bit, but I don't want to get into the ending too much because that would be a spoiler. I may do a spoiler corner video where I talk about that a little bit, but for now, we're just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get too involved in it just because it is a spoiler. Okay, feel free to check out my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, a quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, please leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Also, feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I do have my name for those 4 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. And the link for the 4 sites I mentioned will be in the description section if that makes it any easier for you guys to locate me. As well as any sites also mentioned in this video. The links for them will be in the description section as well. Okay, YouTube subscribers. Any of my videos that are not on YouTube are on my Facebook page. Facebook friends. Basically the same deal. Any of my videos that are not on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. And to anyone who's interested, you can feel free to check out my Facebook group, Fanfic Corner. I would like to apologize for not posting a video in a few weeks. I believe the last video I posted for Touched by an Angel was back in November, and a lot of that was due to the fact that I had to put stuff on hold for the holidays in December, and then in January I had a lot of catching up to do with the stuff I had put on hold. So unfortunately, TV Talk was one of the last things I managed to get caught up with, and I do apologize for that. I would love to say that this will not happen again. But unfortunately, that is life, and there will come times where I will have to put things on hold, and I will have to push TV Talk to the background for a day or two, maybe. If I know for a fact I'm going to be extremely busy, and I will have to put it off for a couple of weeks, I will let you know. Hopefully that will not happen again. Okay, finally, DreamWorks Dragons will be coming to an end in a little over a week, and that means there will be an opening for a new TV Talk series for Sunday, and that you guys get to vote and tell me what show you would like me to do a set of videos on. Your choices are Horseland, Outlaw Star, Dot Hack Sign, and Inuyasha. Voting is extremely simple. All you have to do is write and or like or love a positive comment on one of the 4 shows listed, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one I'll do a set of videos on. Please keep in mind that negative comments and dislikes do not count as votes. If Inuyasha is selected, I will be doing up through season 1 of the sequel as of the posting of this video. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I do have a poll going in the community section of my channel. Voting will be until the 12th of December, and hopefully I will not have to push this back anymore, but if I do, I will give you a heads up. If you're voting in the comment section, you may vote as many times as you wish, but no matter how you vote, please keep in mind that in the event of a tie or no votes, I do have the final say. So far, the voting stands at Horseland in the lead with 8 votes, followed very closely behind by Inuyasha with 7. Outlaw Star in 3rd place with 1, and bringing up the rear is Dot Hack Sign with 0 votes. This is your very last day, so be sure to get your votes in and make your voices known. Okay, please like and share if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already if you're watching on YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.